Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. In many ways, it is very hard to beat a good alcohol burner. Today we have one that is very interesting to look at. It's dead simple, super lightweight, comes in a very nice price point. So let's check out the mini alcohol stove from Boundless Voyage. Thanks for watching, guys. Alcohol stoves are super popular. Maybe my favorite stove, but there's really no such thing as favorite stove. So why are alcohol stoves so popular? They're lightweight, they have no moving parts, so nothing's really gonna break. You can buy them or make them, easily DIY make your own alcohol stoves, which is pretty cool. They run off a variety of very easily sourced fuels. They're very hot, they're very consistent in how they burn, and you get very consistent boil times. Now, to be fair, we should discuss a few downsides of alcohol stoves. We can't just say they're great without being realistic. They're not perfect. They're not easy to simmer with, even if you have a simmer ring. They're pretty hard to extinguish oftentimes. They're very susceptible to the wind. And they don't have the fastest boil times compared to, of course, a jet engine attached to a gas canister. But we've gotten way off the topic. Let's take a look at this stove and boil a little bit of water. Inside of the bag, we have the Lixada titanium mini alcohol stove. Let's pull it out. Actually, it's Boundless Voyage. They're all the same. This one's marked Boundless Voyage. Dimensions folded like this are 3 by 2.6. If we open it up, we'll just pop these legs open. You can see how easy it is to pop these open. There's your 3 bottom legs, okay? Then you just pop out these top pot supports, just like that, open like that. It is 4.75 by 3 inches. Weight is a pretty impressive 1.5 ounces. The capacity, you can put up to 2.7 ounces or 80 milliliters of fuel in here if you want to. We're gonna test today with 1 ounce, which is what we always use. It's made out of titanium. The claim is 2.7 ounces will burn for 40 minutes. We're not going to test that. And they also claim 20 minutes to boil 1 liter. We're not going to test any of that. We always just use 1 ounce and we use 2 cups of water so we can keep it consistent here on the channel for the most part. It is made in China. Cost at the time of filming is $23.89. Pretty reasonable for a titanium. Pretty amazing how less expensive titanium stuff is now than, say, 4 or 5 years ago. As far as features go, it's compact, it's portable. It has the folding feet and the folding pot stands. They're pretty smooth as well. Sometimes these things kind of bind up. This one does not. It has these 8 holes. Let's see if you guys can see. I'm going to show you guys here. You can see the holes on the inside of the stove itself. And they claim that they adjust internal pressure. They're not jets. You will not see jets come up. But they claim that they adjust the internal pressure, and that allows for a hotter, more consistent burn. Again, kind of hard to test that. All we can do is test whether it works or not, and we're going to do that here in a little bit. It is rated to hold a pot up to 11 pounds. That's pretty impressive. So an 11-pound pot. Don't think we're going to need to do that. I'm going to show you guys real quick the flame pattern. There's not much of a flame pattern. It just kind of oozes out the top. I've also found that the flame pattern on its own, which is what I'm going to show you guys, it is not as impressive as when it hits the bottom of the pot. You're gonna see it just kind of flow out there, no big deal. Once it hits the bottom of the pot, it is much more consistent and seems to work very well. You just don't see it as well without the pot on top. So let's go ahead and show you guys the flame pattern, and then we're gonna boil 2 cups of water with 1 ounce of alcohol, and we're gonna see how long it takes to boil and how long it burns for. So the design of this stove is kind of interesting. It's basically a titanium cup with feet and pot stands. When I first got it, I thought this is not going to work very well. I mean, do the 8 holes make a difference? Does that technology they're claiming make any difference? I just don't know. Do you guys think it makes any difference? I don't see where it does, but of course, I didn't design the stove. I do know one thing. It worked pretty good, so they must have helped something. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised both with the boil time and the burn time. Very, very comparable to a trangia, for example. Probably boiled a little bit faster and burnt for not quite as long as a trangia, but very similar results, and that's kind of our gold standard. There's no doubt that the weight was excellent. You wonder if they kind of missed the mark in not making like a jetted stove. Now, of course, that would have changed the entire design. It would have probably weighed more, and I guess, like I said, they designed it, so it worked. I'm not gonna argue too much. The design is cool, the boil time is good, but I just think it could have been just a little bit more with a little more design and effort. What do you guys think? What's your favorite alcohol stove? Leave it down in the comments down below. I won't tell you my favorite. I have many videos on it and it changes all the time, but I've got quite a few favorites. I won't tell you my favorite, but if you guess my favorite down below, maybe I'll send you a little something. Make sure you leave down below what your favorite is, and I'll check and see what you guys think my favorite is. Not sure if you guys are aware, but I have an entire playlist on stoves. We took a very simple and quick look at this stove. I have reviews on over 160 stoves, many alcohol stoves, upright canister stoves, remote canister stoves, wood stoves, solid fuel stoves, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you check that down below. Do me a big favor, guys. The biggest thing I ask for all of you is that you subscribe to the channel. If you've made it this far and you think, boy, this wasn't a terrible video, maybe I'm worth subscribing. Just hit the button. It feels so good. If you like the video, feel free to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell. All those things are important, but I really, really would like you to subscribe if you don't mind. I hope you guys like this video. I love alcohol stoves. I love reviewing alcohol stoves. The first stove I ever reviewed here on the channel was an alcohol stove, so it's kind of going back to my way back roots, and I love these little stoves. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Stay tuned for more videos soon.